half an hour later when you spoke to this guy, if you figure out, yeah, he's trying to become a cop, you know, so your bells are kind of like, you know, on point.
I'll put it this way simply for you guys, is she seems no different to me than how she was back when we used to be around each other all the time at Harmony. Right, so I know what she's like. Her personality is still the same. She might be more damaged goods now. However, that's not what's alarming to me, right? The only alarming questioning bit to me was the fact that she was still talking to Carlo after it all happened. However, she was tortured. It did happen. We know that because she has injuries for that, right? But the issue that I have is, simply put, is I want to see what Julian has to say about it. Because what the Italians said to me and Frankie said to me don't really fucking match up. And I can understand Frankie getting a little bit too excited and wanting to fucking go over the top and do what he did. Because they also fucking set her on fire, shot her in the fucking head, took her fingertips off, fucking pulled all of her teeth out.
What the fuck?
I can understand him seeing red with the
like
amount of shit that he did.
Rampage and putting her to blame for some shit that is
paranoia, in my opinion. However, but I don't trust that as my judgment yet until I speak further and I can line it up. And when I talk to Julian, I'm not going to be like, this is all that's been said. Is this true? It's just going to be a poke and prod session, the same as I do in a courtroom, to find out more.
But the thing is, though, like, you can ask yourself, you know, like, what reason would she have to, you know, if to like snitch on the Italians to Julian? But you can ask yourself as well, if she did so, why? What is the story behind what is the entity we don't see? You know what I mean? Like, I think you need to have like both thoughts in your head at the same time, you know?
I find it interesting that Julian's now gone to Apple to get more information and trying to set them up too, which leads me to believe what she's saying is more than likely correct.
What is she saying?
If he's moved on from her and gone on to him, and he's trying to do it, and Apple's turned around and said no as well, then how is it far-fetched that she would have said no?
She could probably said no, that could be the case, that she hasn't done anything.
Yes.
And that is how you should operate from, you know? You should believe her until, you know, you're innocent and proven guilty.
No.
But I'm trying...
No, you shouldn't believe her. You should be still reserved. Right?
Yeah, of course. But at the same time, I'm thinking, like, if you put herself in the shoes of, let's say she snitched. Let's say she worked with Julian. Why would she do that? What benefit would she have of doing it? And what do Gigi have on her that make her, you know, give up her
interesting
fiance and the family?
Yes, that is one of the ones that I'm trying to find out. And I want to see if something comes from that, is if Julian does have something. And then if Julian does have something, then that could be dangerous.
Yeah, but then again, Julian is not stupid, you know? Like, he's different than the rest of the boys down there. You know, if the boys who are in prison was with Julian and they know something about it, they would spill it straight up, you know, because they don't think. Julian thinks.
Does anyone have food? I'm about to pass out.
No,
I've got food, but I've also got to go up and see Michael. But yes, I'm meeting with Julian tomorrow.
Yeah.
I should hopefully have a little bit more thoughts on it. Just as I've been saying, just remain, like, treat her like any other person that's not a part of Seaside, right? Limited information, arm's length kind of thing, but still amicable, because we don't know which side is right. At the moment, I'm leaning more towards her side is right. I don't see anything different in how she is for what she used to be.
Okay. All right. So we keep normal and just move on, and we have all this information and see what it leads to.
Yes.
At the same time, you know, if we have something, we can try to feed her with some fake information and see if it comes back from something.
That's what I was thinking too. We could always put out some bait and see if she catches onto it or not.
Yeah.
To be fair,
then again, if she's burnt, you know, why the fuck would Julian hide it? But at the same time, why would he talk about it, you know?
Now,
you don't know what they have on her. Maybe they're trying to use her for other shit. That's what I'm thinking, if that's the case.
But my other point that I think I want to say before I go is, I don't foresee her wanting to fuck around with someone like me when she knows exactly what's going to come to her if that happens.
Yeah.
It's going to be far
Well, she
worse than
has
what
dad
Frankie did
issues.
to her.
What'd you say, KJ?
Every fucking
She
girl
had-
has dad issues in this city.
She has dad issues.
I
you
had
know?
fucking Winter
That's why
calling me
she's-
fucking dad.
That is
I
why
don't
she's
have
been
daddy
friend with
issues.
Reggie for 3 years.
Oh, fuck off.
He's yelling and screaming.
Fuck off.
She always missed, you know.
Too many people call me fucking dad. Fuck.
Shut up, Uncle Reginald.
I am not your uncle.
We'll stay up here. Alright, Uncle.
Fuck off.
Right, I can get you to a food place, Mona.
I just gave her food.
Oh! He gave me food.
you-
Why is my car rattling like someone fucking kicked it? Literally just got it fucking repaired. I think the point that people do miss, which is something that Reggie sees because he's used to fucking with people a lot of the time, right? Is when someone gets fucked over completely and hurt, they look for comfort in somewhere else. It's a human natural response, right?
I'm gonna go buy food if anybody needs some.
Is you look for comfort in someone else, something else, and you stick to that thing as if it's like a safety blanket, right? Hence being attached to Dragon. Dragon was the one that helped her afterwards. Dragon looked after her. So it is a completely human, normal human response. But not normal response is still talking to the person that did that to you. Understands me as my motorcycle. And which is what piqued Reggie's interest the most, is the whole contacting. Which is normal in the sense of like fucking someone who has Stockholm syndrome. Psychologically it can be like that as well. Came out of ICU with Dragon. Yes, exactly. And that's what Reggie said, was why didn't she go to GG then? It's just, it would be very odd to be like, okay, that gang didn't bite, let's try you on another gang.
Took you long enough.
I'm KJ and is yip yapping. There you go.
Thank you.
Alright, what up?
You see the changing room?
Did I see the what?
The changing room.
Wait, what? The fuck's a changing room? I showed a few cops through here yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do your thing.
Do what thing?
You can use the finger scanner.
Right. Now what?
Now you open the door.
How?
Okay. Just step back. Bit further. Alright, there we go.
You're still outside for me.
Oh, you. Am I?
Oh, now you're not. Okay. Oh, damn! Didn't see this.
No, I think she did this yesterday.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, there's a toilet here.
Yeah.
I like it. That's done amazing in this.
Mm-hmm. Now you can do your fucking shit.
Oh, I'm waiting for tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
Oh, you want me to look now?
No, I don't care.
You want me to spoil the surprise before it's done?
Well, I already spoiled it, so.
You What? Why?
Why not?
It's not even done.
Also, there's a lot of stashes. I don't know if you know. Like,
Oh, I didn't know this.
yeah, we're out front in here. I think there's up top as well.
It's all
and-
still the same though, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same with the trays. You can open, or you can put things on this tray and this tray.
Okay.
Yeah, she scattered all over the place. So
Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to show my eyes then, since you already ruined it.
fuck your eyes.
Look! Reggie has access to a bench now. And it's a drug bench. So these are going to get changed. Like we were saying. Hey, question.
Yeah.
So, you know how I need sunflower, right? Shouldn't it be sunflower oil?
No, you dry it and then you ground it up and use it.
Huh? Okay. All right. Okay. So
Yeah.
what you're telling me is I shouldn't go out foraging just yet.
No, you can't.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going. Hold on.
Hold on, what?
Well, no, I was only one at a time. Like, what? You're in here now, Michael. This
That's
is my
fine.
turn.
Okay.
Get out. Wait, where'd you go now? In the warehouse. Oh, there you are. Hey,
Yes.
I've got a question.
There's a storage here as well in the warehouse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
The big office.
The big office.
Yeah, that's mine.
Which
Sorry,
one?
not a question, more of a statement. That's mine.
Which
Mine.
one?
The big office. Near the meeting room.
The one
That's
with
your
the,
office. Right here.
The one with the private toilet
Yep.
is yours.
Yep, this is
when
your
that
office.
toilet was made for. Okay.
Yep, this is your office up here.
Okay.
Yep. So I submitted some things to the DOJ.
Right.
Yep. So one of the things that I've submitted is please hold, is companies not to employ anyone with drug-related charges, violent felonies, or felonies related to theft or fraud. Employees charged with drug-related charges, violent felony, or felonies related to theft or fraud, they are to be terminated immediately and can only be rehired after an expungement or being cleared of the charge in a court of law. Now, because you're an investor, that doesn't count for you because you're not employed. See?
Smart.
However, if you think about it, right, with all the things that I'm submitting, I'm also paving the way for any other pharmaceutical company. They would have to abide by similar things if they do incorporate that.
Right.
I've also asked for, I'll give you a run through. Clinical trials need to keep records of consent, pre-screening questionnaire, and pre-screen medical with a medically approved professional. So I didn't say a doctor, right? So what that can be is I can go through training with a doctor or an EMS and to do a pre-screen, which just takes their weight and vitals and all that kind of shit. And we don't need to essentially have a doctor do that bit if we don't want to, if we don't have one around. Now,
Right.
for people on the clinical trial, they'll have access via document app to show PD that they're on the trial and question about medication they have on their person. We're going to keep records of medication kept on premise of the business and records of medication produced to be accessed by a government body when requested. So I'm not asking for subpoenas or anything like that, similar to what it is for the dispensaries. They ask book, we hand book over. Deliveries of to the hospital of registered prescription medication will be logged with an invoice and on the book, so it'll match up the records of medications produced. When doing deliveries of medication, 311 is to be called into the PD with start and finish location, as well as vehicle description and license plate. However, when doing deliveries of high-risk medication, i.e. Adderall or morphine, 911 is to be called into PD with start and finish location, vehicle description and license plate. Company needs to employ a licensed doctor when conducting clinical trials that look over information gathered about the medication that is being trialed, which we've already got that covered. Pre-strike system similar to dispensaries in the city. Medication is only to be stored in the logged business for the company unless in transit for a delivery or in transit for a clinical trial. When conducting clinical trials for new medication, the company will work with the PD and DOJ to make them aware of the new medication. If a delivery is attacked and the product is stolen, the company will work with PD and DOJ with everything that they know and will not hinder the investigation. That's everything they've put into it so far.
Okay.
I think it's quite fair,
Yeah,
everything that I put in there, and makes it so that they understand that this is supposed to be clean people doing this. But like I said, if in the future, you know, fucking Better Life starts kicking back off, I'm sorry, you got to run by the same rules, pal.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So we'll see what the DOJ come back with that. See how we go from there.
Okay.
This is why I get the big
Like
office.
a month.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Well,
honestly, what are your thoughts with the clinical trials now? If you want to continue doing them now or continue just with our fucking thumb up our ass?
I don't know.
Because I feel like this medication for Pixie would be beneficial.
Yeah, I feel like we might as well just send it And then whenever the clinical trials, we start looking into new shit. So whenever that comes around.
Yeah, because I think if we start going by everything that I put here, and we start showing that it's working fine and that we can do this, then I think we're going to be hard pressed them coming back and fucking yelling at us for it. Because it's just like, we are doing everything by the book. You want to see the books? Here's the books. This is everything. We've been giving PD tours and showing them everything here, so they're understanding of the building layout and what happens there and what we do. So I do not see a problem unless someone wants to be very a very little bitch and complain about shit for no fucking reason. But we're doing everything above board anyway, so
Yes. Yeah.
it's not like we're making fucking morphine and go, oh, I'm doing a clinical trial for morphine for this person. No, but we're doing clinical trials that the hospital doesn't have access to, so they can get access to it.
Yes.
What else was I gonna say? I need to get plastic and some more things. Bunny still hasn't paid 2 invoices.
No, I saw it. Yeah, I saw that.
I sent her a message to remind her. However, here's the thing, right? As Bunny said, let me just lock my car. Okay. Hey, where are you going?
I just locked the property because I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's alright. I took off from a helicopter here the other day and had to fly it back into the car park to lock it. So I sent Bunny another message, but Bunny had also said when she got the last invoice that thank you, I'll get it sorted shortly, and then never fucking did it. So I tried to wake up before the storm, but Cantor was already off duty, so I'll try again tomorrow.
So we've done 2 deliveries again?
Yes. So they're 2 behind at the moment.
Yeah, so that means nothing.
Yes.
They get nothing.
Yep.
Alright.
But once I talk to Cantor, we should hopefully get that paid, because she told me that if we have trouble getting it paid, just to talk to her and she'll harass Bunny to get it done.
Alright.
Other than that, everything's pretty smooth sailing. I'll make sure that we've got enough stuff there so we can do what we need to. And so what will essentially, I believe, will happen is, because the orders are very sporadic, is I'll just have seeds ready for when we need to, and then sort it out and tell Cantor it'll be ready within like 24 hours from when I get the request, and then just make it all from there.
Yeah, that works. Is there any seaside tea?
Seaside tea. Dragon's now dating Arya, who got tortured. Remember that one?
Eve's
Daughter?
or something,
Yes.
right? Yes.
That's her. So I'm still trying to find out whether or not if there's any other motives from her. Because there's the questionable things, but I don't believe the questionable things. I'm more of a facts person. Mona and KJ just spoke to me about it because they were concerned, because they heard that she was a snitch, and I said, well, you're believing that from the Italians who tortured her without actually having any credible info from what they said to me. So, yeah, and then KJ said, well, why would you believe what the Italians said? And, well, it's quite simple. If someone's a snitch, wouldn't you want to tarnish the fuck out of their name? Like, why would you say that we didn't really have much, essentially? Like,
also depends on how you define a snitch at this point.
hell, I mean, hand someone over to a cop, you're fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in talks with GSF for potentially sharing a lab with them. And if anyone comes after the lab, Seaside steps in. It was...
Does Benji know this?
Yeah, so Benji's in talk with Dex.
Alright.
I'm
Tell
not
Benji
gonna...
not to giggle.
I'm not gonna have anything to do with it. It's all gonna be Mona, for obvious reasons. And I also fucking can't stand dealing with that shit. However, Dex was thinking about scamming Lang for millions of dollars because Lang's already offered 17 million for it. So he's considering scamming
Seems
him.
like a bad call.
Yes, that's what we've said. Is we don't want anything to do with that because my issue isn't what Lang coming after us. My issue is Lang funding gangs to do it and fuck with us. So
Well, he's done that before, so.
yeah, so that's my concern. I big dick someone yesterday whose name was Caesar. The day before yesterday, he told me he was going to murder me. So I pulled out a bat and fucking smashed him in the head with it. And then after that, he said he told Mona he was going to come shoot me. Mona said you shouldn't do that. And then he wanted to meet with me the next day, which was yesterday. And basically, I told him that I am that guy. He's not.
So what? First name Caesar, last name Salad?
Probably. He's friends with Edgar, Benji's pet project.
I still don't understand. Like,
I don't know, man. Benji fucking does Benji
it
things.
literally proved a point that he shouldn't be trusted. Like, even before that.
I'm well aware.
Hello. The thing is, it's very hard for me to care because I don't actually hate or dislike any of them.
Divine's in there.
For a while. That's why he's able to get on radio every day as soon as he wakes up.
Think about Dimension.
Interesting.
Or why not say no? Because
Oh, actually, you probably don't know the T. Let's go somewhere else.
But then at the same time, why would I not say yes to it?
Did you see the court docket about it all?
About what?
Oh, you haven't seen the 32 defendant court docket?
Oh, about like everyone in jail? No, not really.
Yeah, they did a 32 defendant court docket, thinking that they're going to charge everyone with murder.
Well, so Divine apparently shot Kiki. Him and Pigeon or some shit.
Why?
Said it was they said the wrong place, wrong time. They were looking for, I think it was Balto, because apparently Balto snitched on them. So they were looking for Balto and she was apparently there, so they shot her instead. I don't know how that works.
Alright, makes sense.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's why he's in jail, because he was caught literally the same day.
Right.
Yeah.
So is Nick aware of this?
Don't think I've seen Nick. I also need to talk to Nick about the entire thing with fucking BBMC and Seaside and whatnot. So, actually, let's see if he's awake. Maybe he's being a degenerate for once.
So that's not happening.
That's not happening. Which part?
What did we decide on? Fuck my brain, so much has happened. BBMC upset his spaghetti because of... Oh, maybe I don't know if it's not happening yet. That was something else. Ignore that. It was old news. I'm in a perpetual state of cook because I always wake up too early now.
Yeah.
I'm not happy.
TJ wasn't awake, was he?
No. I didn't see his name on the list.
you don't think I've done anything wrong at all? Be honest.
Well, Q was told that your cats are with your Jordan's mother.
Like,
Yeah, that's what we get. Yes.
That's Cat and hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't ask where Saint's dog was.
All right.
4-1.
He'll probably call me at some point.
What's up?
Hello, mate. Just letting you know, I tried to get into the WH and the doors are locked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll wake them
Alright.
up again. Goodbye.
Can you let me know when it's unlocked, please?
It probably
fuck was
won't be
that?
for like 24 hours.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Alright, no worries.
Bye.
Alright, bye.
I need my clean person to wake up and pay fees. Useless fuck. What happens when you get a clean person that fucking decides that they never want to wake up anymore? Bullshit.
Who's your clean person?
Harvey Normandy. He used to work with me at Harmony. I've known him for fucking ages. But instead he spends all of his fucking life stuck in Russia.
Why we?
What?
I'm not the one driving right now.
Oh. I was just doing car things. What other information? People are gonna start giving Ellie more jobs to do and keep a closer eye on her to consider bringing her in as a hang around.
Wait, you didn't bring her in as a hang around yet?
No, everyone's being like, oh, I don't know yet. We need time. It's just like, motherfucker, she's been around us for months already, but sure, okay. Like, they're treating it like it's a fucking prospect instead of a hang around. Fucking wild. Okay. That happened. Tried to kill us again.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting their pilot license. So that's interesting. I chase them while they're doing their lessons and fuck with them. It's great. Someone called Arthur, who used to be around a lot back in the Uwu days, is now showing up again.
Right.
He originally wanted to be a cop, but now he doesn't.
Well, who does?
So we'll see how he goes. Oh, so you know that list that I asked if Jazz could make those things? I decided something. Why don't we? I gave you a list of items to get Jazz to make.
Oh, right.
You didn't do it, did you?
No.
So, what I'm thinking we do is, in like, whenever we want to set it up, around NA times, right, is we do a concert for medical staff that's hosted by Nexus. Give them a little goodie bag and that kind of stuff, food, drink.
Oh, you're talking about that thing, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, don't we need to get another company made first?
well, that's what I'm trying to do. I asked Winter, but she was severely drunk, and then I told her to talk to me after she's not drunk, and she hasn't yet.
When did you try and talk to her?
2 days ago.
All right.
Yeah.
Winter Ramas. Here we go.
Because essentially, I wanted to get her to run it as well.
Hmm. Wow. She's not picking up. That's a first.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Axel and Issa have broken up. Axel broke up with her
Right.
over text.
He broke up with her over text.
Yeah. I told him congratulations. So my stirring finally worked. This is fantastic. I like this.
Over text?
Yeah.
That's a pussy move.
Well, I mean, at least it's done. That's
Wait,
good.
do you know what happened?
All I know is that he broke up with her over text. That's it. And I think it's because all the stirring got to him. Listen, I don't care if it makes me a bad person or not. At least he's not complaining about his girlfriend and being a fucking sad puppy all the time. Wait, are you trying to call Issa?
I was trying to call Winder and then Isa, and now I'm trying to call Axel.
Axel's not awake yet.
Nobody's awake, apparently.
We blooded in John and Donut.
Right. How did that go?
Well, it was going well until Donut decided to fly super low, so then I had to fly super low, and then we had to swim like a fucking kilometer. It's great.
Yeah. So great success.
Yes. It's probably the least scuffed flooding we've done. However, I had to listen to Benji complain the whole time. So that was something. What else has happened? I think that's everything.
You tell me.
So yeah, this thing with Dex can potentially happen. The most of the boys are wanting to pay is 2 mil. I agree with the whole no scamming shit.
Well, yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah.
If he wants to do it, like, he's literally no different from
Hydra.
Eugene. Well, Hydra, Eugene. Eugene has a tendency to try and scam people for shit as well, so.
Yeah, but
Same
Hydra
way.
legitimately scammed someone for a lab.
Oh, right, they scammed Rust, right?
Yeah. So, however, they're currently in conflict with BSK and MG. Dex told Sergio that he doesn't think that Marabuntas could hold it down properly. Sergio felt a certain type of way about that. So they're now rolling their block too. Now, the way that we see it is we're not getting involved in any kind of fucking defending them until it comes to the lab coming into jeopardy, right? So essentially what Benji said is Dex can tell them that the lab's already been handed off to someone else, and then if they continue pushing to try and get the lab is when Seaside will step in and tell them to fuck off.
Right. Well, who's winning the war, MG or GSF?
Definitely not GSF, I can tell you.
So he's talking.
Several gangs know that they're in talks for it, so they spoke to Ballers for protection. Ballers doesn't want to do it, and Lang is aware of it too, as well as BSK and MG. So it won't be a hidden thing that we'll have a lab then, essentially, or access to a lab. Makes it a little bit more red hot for us, so which is why I don't really care too much for us paying for it. I don't think we should be, because it's quite hot. I think our protection for the lab should say enough. And now once it gets back to Hydra, Hydra's gonna come knocking.
Yeah. Interesting. But we're not at war with anyone.
No.
Alright. Well, that's good at least.
No wars.
No wars.
Other than that, everything's fine.
Everything's fine, fine and dandy.
Yes. Benji wants Shano to start using some more of his money for the gang and do what Jordan does, and if we get in conflict, he just dumps money into us to fuck shit up.
How much money does Shano have?
Like 20 mil? Just sitting there fucking sitting on it?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me take a leak in this bottle while the car
Good.
drives itself.
I'm gonna think about something too. Be right back, guys. See, change my batteries. God, the car's flying. Funny if we got into a police chase while we're fucking the car's driving itself. Charge us with reckless evading, we're both in our head. Car's fucking flying. Oh God, too fast. Oh, it's good. So how cool is that? Reggie's got access to a drug bench. Wow. The reason I wanted to show you guys tomorrow is potentially tomorrow the ingredients are changing. It won't be vegetables. It'll be like mushrooms and shit. Reggie has a bench. Fuck your gun bench. We got drug bench. Hey, no meth.
All right. There's nothing crazy to worry about.
Nothing crazy at all yet. Potentially on the horizon, but not yet. When I've been doing the PD tours too, I've been showing them the van so they're aware of what it looks like.
Yeah.
They see it on the street. I showed Beric, Flop, and some blind guy yesterday, as well as I showed Luca and Turo. So
All right.
Flop is high up in the ranges. Beric is high up in the sergeant in PBSO. Luca is a sergeant in SDSO. I've just got someone in LSPD through the shift 3 that I need to show. And I've shown all the sergeants so they're aware. Are you aware of these new laws that have come in?
I only glossed over them real quick.
So if we had a gang war to our left on the mountain, right? In the middle of bumfuck nowhere, you get first degree gang related shooting. Yay! Please hold. What's up?
My student just jumped out of the helicopter.
Nice. Which one?
Her name is Pixie. She just ejected straight up.
Okay. Right, nice. When are you doing Yuki's lesson?
I'm gonna meet her at Hayes, because Shano told me to speak with her about getting hired in Hayes. Then once we're done with that, I'll take her to Eric's and we'll start with that.
Alright, let me know when you're about to go up there. Myself and Michael will come fuck with her in the air.
Alright.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna go fuck with Yuki while she's doing her first lesson. It's great. So yeah, gang-related shooting is now first and second degree. Anything south of the Olympic is second degree, so fuck the south side and the airport, I guess. Anything north of it is first degree, which includes up here in the middle of nowhere too. Now,
wait, how does that work though? Do you have to be in a gang, or is it just the second you're in that area, it's gang related?
No, so you still have to be in a gang and that kind of shit, right? But the point that needs to be made is also If you have a gang war on Olympic Freeway, you can't get gang-related shooting because it only says north or south of the Olympic. So that just proves to me that they didn't think this shit through and they just did it. Now, first degree is 100 months and $10,000 fine. So if Seaside tried to defend one of their sprays, we get a 10 grand fine and 100 months in prison. Yep. Makes sense. I like this. It's well thought out. You want to know the kicker?
Sure.
Okay, give me a sec. Give me a sec. I've got the kicker for you. Hold on. Okay. So, like I said, first degree gang-related shooting is 100 months and a $10,000 fine. However, if you torture someone, it's 40 months and $5,000. Yeah.
Wait, say that again?
If you torture someone, it's 40 months and $5,000, so less than half for the time of a gang-related shooting in the first degree. There's also voter fraud now. So, the voter fraud one's interesting. You ready for the wordage of that?
Sure.
A person will be guilty of voter fraud who knowingly and willfully intimidates, threatens, coerces, or attempts to intimidate, threaten, or coerce any person in relation to voting in official elections. For the purpose of this legislation, coercion shall include monetary bribes or the trade of goods in exchange for votes. So now, if there's a vote going on and you say, hey, vote for Michael Simone, here's some flowers, you can get 100 months and a $100,000 fine.
That wouldn't be fraud though, would it?
No, it's so coercion shall include monetary bribes or the trade of good in exchange for votes. Yes.
Well, good thing I don't vote anyways.
So it's an interesting one that they throw in there.
Yeah.
There's a whole laundry list of all different things for it. No, Michael.
What?
You are not going to that gas station.
We need fuel.
I don't care. Go to Seaside. You'll make it. Go to Manham. You'll make that. You are not blowing your engine again. What do you mean fine?
Well, didn't the guy modify it? Shouldn't we be fine?
Did it get modified? I didn't hear this.
I don't know. Didn't you say something like, all you need is a tune and then you should be fine? It's like...
But no, you need different parts in your car. You need to change, like, your whole fuel system.
That's not what he said, I think. I don't know. I don't remember what he said, honestly.
Fucking psycho, trying to blow your car's engine again twice in a week? The fuck?
Well, I have enough cash to throw around. Why not?
Oh yeah, I transferred that 100k from the company account to me.
Yeah, I saw.
I was gonna get you to do it because I don't like sending myself money from an account. Where's the car going?
Sometimes I don't,
okay.
don't even know.
Sure. Just doing its thing. So now I get to use my little truck again. I go out in the hills looking for shit.
Yeah.
You got no idea how excited I am about this.
What, you excited to go farming? I know Seaside wanted to go and harvest mushrooms as well, so we can probably pay them to do it. We need to figure out how much we're going to pay people for crops, I guess.
Well, that's the thing is, we need to find out how long we can store them for as well. Because if it's more of a plant on need basis, once we get an order, then it's going to be a rarity. Now, if it comes that there's going to be difference in the quality of mushrooms that we use too, then that's going to take a lot longer time and actually need to employ someone to do farming for it. Or I just go back and do my farming arc round 2. So, it all depends on those things.
Yeah.
Now, if that doesn't matter, I just grab a heap, plant a heap, get it so that it happens, it gives it to us, needs less water and less time, so the quicker crops to grow, then that's all that I'd really care about and get them done. So I know that it can just get knocked out when I need it.
Right.
So yeah, so there's a few contributing factors which I'll work out. I do want to have a little stock of plastic for us, so we don't need to worry about that at the time. I'll handle getting that done. Just get someone to go fucking get me a heap of it. Keep like 500 to a K there, ready to go. Don't think we'll need much more.
Well, I think for that shit, I can always talk to Lexi about it.
I think we don't even need to, because we won't need that much. We'll just get some fucking new person to go fucking either chop some cars or do sanitation for me, and I just pay them. I can just store it there, yeah?
Give me a second.
Farming season 2. Grab one by one and torch them, exactly. Torture wars instead. So, I was doing something back in my apartment today. I was looking at all different plants and medicinal purposes and all that kind of shit.
Sure.
Because sometimes when I fly back to Australia, I decided that I'm considering, well, I'm going to make a garden. I was thinking about all different things that I want to plant there, and I want to have some that have medicinal purposes. Yes. Interesting shit, I know. I am getting old.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Listen, just because I own a gardening book doesn't mean anything, Michael, okay? Don't judge me for that.
You're allowed to be old, it's fine.
This creep. No wonder he has this here. It ain't for looking for stars, because you got the fucking roof there. Michael, you fucking creep. Went to a wake yet to talk about this shit. He said something an hour ago. Well, didn't respond to Michael. Get fucked. could get Yuki to do the business proposal. So I'm thinking, right? If maybe I might see if Yuki wants to do the business plan for it. Give Yuki something other than just Hayes to look after.
Sure.
At the moment she does Hayes plus does like some boosting and some banks and that kind of shit. But at least I know that it's going to be run right. Winter's a little bit wild sometimes.
Say again.
Winter's a little bit wild sometimes.
Yeah, no shit.
For their papers, what, like a header? So maybe Yuki might be a good one. We'll see if she's busy.
Yes.
Are you busy?
No.
Okay. What's your ping? Need to have a chat to you about something.
188.
What is it?
188.
There you go. Just inside the house where the ping is. Come in once you get here.
Okay.
Bye.
Wait a minute.
Because if we could do like a concert and then introduce them to sales people per se and give